Well, that was, let's see, I think 5 years after 34, 30, 39, wasn't it? Mr. Sherrill. Yeah, she became the principal though, but she was the elementary teacher in the first grade. Miss Brown was there when I got there. Well, Miss Sherrill was the first, obviously, kindergarten to the second, wasn't it? Yeah. And the third grade was Miss Brown. Professor Kizer was sixth, seventh, and eighth. Well, they didn't know what before all these teachers came though. Back in those days, you had to be excited. My sisters came after I got in there. We all went to the same school though. But she's about 5 years behind me. I'm in the middle, fourth, fifth.
You the third.
Uh-uh.
It was
Two girls
sister?
and a boy, fourth.
So you the fourth one.
I'm the fourth child. Well, my brother, older than I am,
John.
he's next to me. He was ahead of me, and my sister too. Let's see, is three sisters and a brother was older than I was.
Four.
Three sisters and a brother.
Yeah, three sisters and a brother are still alive.
The 3 years between us, but there was William, Alfred, and Mary Kate was two older sons. Mary Kate was older than my brother though, so those were the only two I knew was older than I was. Rode on a bus. Oh, it wasn't James Rollins. He was a Harris. His last name was Harris. Gee, I forget it, but he lived in Limestone with me also. He was Harris. Yeah, Harris.
James Harrison.
Oh, he was our bus driver too. Yeah, that's where he lived. Hey, that's the wrong. That was another driver. His name was, I used James Harrison, didn't I? It was James Rollison. Rollison was his name. He's the bus driver. James Rollison was the bus driver. Harrison he was another guy who lived up the road that I knew. Bobby
Lee Scott.
We had a playground, played every morning at recess and lunchtime. But baseball was a big game for us. And shot marbles, played rolley-hole. You dig a hole in the ground, three rows. They go straight down, and then they go to the right or to the left one. No, they didn't. You went two singles and a double. No, that's not rolley-hole. That rolley-hole was you went down three holes and to the right, and then you come back up until you shot out. And then we played hopscotch, and we played another game. I forget what that was. We went in a circle, holding hands while we went around, and we turned backwards. And I don't know the name of that song. The song was sung. And baseball was a big baseball. Tennis ball. We had a tennis ball. Sometimes we wrapped the ball in paper, in rag, wrapped it, made us a ball. No, we just took a ball, made a ball, started out with a roll of it. Maybe it was something that was already a roll or something, but we finished it off and taped it up and used it as a ball. And I guess you call it the back of the school. Yeah, we had a ball field. Let's put a lot of land there of the school. Now, another thing was wasn't allowed to walk on the front. No, you didn't play on the front nowhere. Every Friday, yeah. Each class would have a program they had to perform. Each class. Like, let's see, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7 classes. Yeah, 7 classes. Well, we done plays. And that was it. Most of us done plays and sung songs. We always had our end of the school year play, the eighth grade play. But I can't tell you the least idea of any of them. I didn't mind it. No, I remember we had one play there where the men played women. We Yeah, we had that's a nighttime program, and all the men had to dress in skirts or dresses, and the other men, the guys was well, they were the men really. Men played women. No, wasn't women in this.
It was a play that they did, and they had all men in it, and half the men had to dress like women.
Yeah,
in this.
yeah, they did, but this was the way that it was.
That's the way they did it.
Way it's supposed to be played.
Yeah.
But the men played the women. That's what. Plenty of men at school. Oh wow! No. But I got weapons. No, I mean I didn't get no bad trouble. We all
Yeah.
got for smoking.
Oh.
It was a big thing. All the boys in that entire school had to write so many, sentences. I will not smoke in school. I will not. Yeah. I don't know how many times we had to write it a day. That's a lot of paper was wasted there. Some of the kids got out of it, they paid a fine and they got out of it. But us who didn't have no money, one boy there, we all went out and smoked that morning before school. And he bought his brother's cigarette butts and he butts them up and rolled them in paper and light them up and we smoked them. We didn't have sports in school. Yeah, they had basketball there. Yeah, we thought school had a gym anyway. Oh, it was the beginning. And my sister played basketball too. Went high school then, but they
Yeah.
played basketball. Well, this was in 40. We was the only black school in Washington County. So who are you going to play? Well, we played Knoxville, Chattanooga, Bristol. I remember being on the outside. They probably had bathrooms when I left,
Yeah.
went to high school. And they had them all through my high school year for the first month, I guess. And that was about it. Just in school.
Yeah.
It was nice to me. I liked it. And I got one whipping in high school. Talking in the library. I think the teacher regarded she didn't want to send us down, but she sent us down to the principal who whipped us both, me and another guy. First and last whipping I got. No, I never played any sports. I went to work, Flint, Michigan, General Motors. They hired me, that's why. Well, there was an article in the paper saying that they was hiring in Michigan, and I left within 2 weeks. Went right on to Michigan, got me a job, stayed there for 38 years, and retired. I got married after I got to Flint. Her uncle, she came up from Chicago. She was in Chicago. And she came over and he had us come over and meet her. I don't know when she got there, but she lived there and had her job and went and got me a job. 3.
So Loretta's one of them. And what are your other two children? What are their names?
It's a girl and a boy, Lorraine and LaWendell. LLEWINDELL.
That was my father's doing.
And my wife was L. I'm in Nashville. No, my daughter wanted to move down and
2013. We moved here in 2013. I was tired of the cold weather. So I asked him and mom if they wanted to move with me and my husband because I was gone. I retired from General Motors also. And everybody was retired and him and mom, they decided to follow me and my husband down. They were married 65 years.
It was a new building built there. Right up from the old school. See, that was the old school there before the new one was. I don't know if it was down, right down from our new one. Just about, yeah. I went to both of them. Probably 8.
Hey, do
Yeah.
you know how old? Do you know how old the oldest person you have interviewed? Because my father will be 91 in December.
Well, I'm
Wow.
old for living it.
I
It went
think
to
I
Yeah.
think
Concord.
he's the oldest living class, I mean, at Booker T right now.
And I
That,
know the second oldest girl that goes to that school too.
yeah. Who is she?
She, old Marie Rollins. She's the second oldest one.
So my
Really?
father's the
You,
oldest, and she the second oldest.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. She's younger than I am.
She
yeah.
got it in her late.
She's 88. No, yeah, she's about 88.
How old is Aunt Shirley? 88. Yeah, my Aunt Shirley is 88. So them 88. So you talking to those people in the 80s and early 90s. They got to
Yeah.
be the oldest ones that's there.
Mhm.
Yes.
Shirley's the third oldest one
Yep.
living.